Hi, thanks for being here at 11:44 messages. It's a pleasure. So we did the shady readings for the fire signs, and now it's time for the water signs. And we're going to start with Cancer, even though I know it's supposed to possibly start with Pisces first, but I had it on my mind to do Cancer, so here it is. All right, so Cancer. This is a shady reading about possible shady people in your life, possible shady situations that are going on, and you obviously don't know about them because it's like a shady situation. That's this type of reading. Now, before I even started the reading, I got a message in the cards. But the very first cards that I actually put out, I was drawn to put out oracle cards. So I put out the oracle cards first, and I got an entire story. The story that I got with the cards, I'll name off the cards first, and then we'll talk about it. So you got Judgment, 10 of Cups, Death, 5 of Wands, 8 of Swords. Then the 3 of Cups were under Judgment, Strength on the bottom of another deck, and then 9 of Cups, Tower, Ace of Pentacles. And then in the Oracle deck, the card that was on the bottom was I don't need your approval. That's before I even put out your cards, before I even shuffled them or anything. Something just told me, just look through the cards, and that's what I saw. So now we get to the oracle cards that I was told to put out first, and usually I wait until after all of the tarot cards are out, and then I put the oracle card out. But your oracle cards tell an entire story. So let's talk about it. I'm going to read you, and I'll show you too. I'll show you the cards and I'll read them at the same time. So this is the oracle story that came out. You got someone is waiting for an apology. I'm waiting for an apology. I don't know who that is. Someone saying, well, I need to focus on my healing. Someone is saying, because I love myself enough to walk away. Someone else is confessing and saying, well, I lied to you. And the other person is saying, I never want to feel that way again. Sorry, the sound might be going in and out a little bit. For one, I have the AC on because it got hot. For two, I'm trying to talk and maneuver around to see if these cards are being shown to you. So, sorry to interrupt that. So, we have I'm waiting for an apology. I need to focus on my healing. I love myself enough to walk away. I lied to you. I never want to feel that way again. I never used to look at you in that way. I wondered how far this would go. And once again, I don't need your approval. So it came out again. It was meant to be in this. Someone saying, I don't need your approval. I don't know what to say. Like, basically, like, hey, look, I'm doing things on my terms now. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what you want to hear, but this is what's going on. And then that person is saying, well, I don't know how to let you go. I do fantasize about you. And I do pretend that you don't mean that much. Maybe this person is all over social media acting like everything is cool, but deep down, they're just doing that to pretend that you don't mean that much. Maybe they think you're looking at their social media. I pretend you don't mean that much. I took the easy way out. So this is their apology, basically. But maybe they're understanding what's going on. I do wish you well. Or maybe that's just something that they're saying You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like someone that comes in and says that they want closure, and they'll text you out of the blue like, "Hey, stranger," and then maybe you're not too receptive. They're just putting out that message just to gauge where you are, and so if they're not feeling it, reciprocated on your end, if they're not feeling an opening on your end, then they'll say something like, "Well, just reaching out just to see how you were doing," or if you don't respond to them, they'll say something like, "Well, I was just reaching out to see how you were doing. I do wish you well." So that's the vibe that I'm getting from that. So I pretend you don't mean that much. I took the easy way out. Maybe they were childish, did some immature stuff, but I do wish you well. And the other person is saying, "Well, that's great, but I don't trust you, so basically don't even try. I know you're watching me." Maybe they, have a feeling that they are being watched by this person that misses them or whatever. Yeah, it is too late. Maybe they did come in, like I said, trying something, and you said, well, they were like, "Is it too late for us?" And then the other person was like, "Yeah, it is too late. But just so you know, leaving you hurt me too. And you wish me well, that's great, thanks. I hope you're happy for me. But I can't do this again with you because guess what? I am different now." And another person is still trying. "I was careless with you, but I do hope that I will see you again sometime." And maybe they're not getting a response back, or you're face to face and they're not feeling any type of emotion from you. And so they're saying to themselves, "Damn, your body language says so much. You're really not feeling this. I'm really not getting you this time." Maybe they've tried this a million times, the back and forth, in and out energy. And now they're like, "Oh, wow, Cancer is really," or this person, who knows if it's Cancer or if it's a cross watcher. "Man, this person is really serious this time. They were not playing." And then, "I wish you would come back." Like now they're just desperate. Like they're going to beg, "I wish you would come back." And you or the other person is saying, "Yeah, that's great, but I'm happy that it's over." Like, I don't feel the same way that you feel. I'm actually happy that this ended. I'm happy that you have shown me the type of person that you are, and that at least at this point you are unwilling to change. It could be that type of situation. So that's the story that I got just from the oracles. And I'm like, do I even need to pull any tarot? Like, it's telling the whole story right here. But I was like, well, I mean, maybe that's not everyone's story. So I pulled some tarot just to see. And now let's go through those messages. Where did we started with these, yeah. So these actually have messages on the bottom of the cards. So if we're going strictly off of the messages on the bottom of the cards, first of all, I'm the shady person, I guess, because we are doing a shady reading. The shady person, this is basically like a 2-in-1, a shady reading plus just like a basic energy reading for you, Cancer. So this is a shady reading. The shady person that you may need to be aware of, Cancer. And like I said, this can be flipped, but the shady person that I'll say that you need to be aware of, Cancer, is someone that is Knight of Wands, someone that is immature, someone wants, that immature person, I'll say, wants to propose an idea of building a relationship with you. 3 of Pentacles. They want to propose an idea of building a relationship with you. I mean, I'm going to say again, because like I said, this could have happened many times. This is someone that has you all in your head with this 8 of Cups. I'm not on your head. This is someone that you moved on from, but all in your head is coming in this reading. This is someone that you have moved on from because you've tried everything. Eight of Cups. And this, I know this possibly, I'm just thinking about this. This possibly does sound like redundant to a lot of you. I just get that vibe where as soon as this is mentioned, as soon as you hear this, you will probably roll your eyes because you probably know exactly who it is, and you're like, oh my gosh, why won't they just leave my energy, just detach, like like that Mariah Carey song, Obsessed. Like, why are they so obsessed with me? But you know why they are. But anyway, I know you could be rolling your eyes when you're hearing this because you already know just by what I'm saying who this pertains to, but this needs to be said, and there are other messages. I mean, for some of you, maybe you haven't gone through this yet. We're all on different levels here, different stages, different phases. So, but anyway, so this person is still showing up in your energy. And like I said, many Cancerians are past this stage. But there are some of you that haven't gotten there yet. There are some of you that refuse to get to the stage that you've moved on from them. So, but they, either way, even if you have moved on from them, with them showing up, they have not moved on from you, possibly. But yeah, anyway, someone immature wants to work it out with you. And they want it could be someone that gives off the energy of something that's always up their sleeve. Like, it's something else. There's something that's not being told to you. You know this when this person comes around. But you may not have all the proof. For some of you, you believe in this person's potential. And so, yeah, maybe you've moved on from them, but you still possibly have hope. Like, even after everything, you possibly still have hope. Like, well, but they just have so much potential if they could just blah, 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 or this or that. But, some of you just don't have a realistic expectation here because this person has shown you many times that they are not capable of that, at least at this time. And instead of letting this linger, you should just move on because there are way better things that will make you totally forget about this situation. There are way better things out there. But from this person's perspective as well, they're probably like, wow, Cancer is always there for me. Cancer is always giving me chance after chance. So maybe they're like, well, they don't feel like they have to do all the work, or they want to see how many chances you're going to give them. For some of you, this person isn't ready though, and they actually want you to wait for them. They want you to wait for them, and you could be urged at some point to release them if you haven't already. Some of you have released, like I said. You've healed. You've completed this cycle. You're emotionally independent. You've ended this. Death card. You've ended this. Healed. Emotionally stable. You're emotionally independent. Your emotional IQ is higher. You took the necessary actions to do what you knew was best for yourself when it comes to relationships in general. It doesn't even have to be a romantic thing. It could be, you're releasing people that just aren't good for you. You're balanced. You're independent. You're balanced. You are able to cut people off quickly at this time. You communicate well. You know exactly what you want, and you know exactly what you don't want. And you're just at peace. And either you're ready for a change with this Fool card, or you've already changed. I mean, you did see in the oracle, it says, I am different now. I don't know, it could be the other person saying they are different now, but I think it's you. I think it's you, Cancer, that's saying, look, I'm different now. Because you most likely are. Maybe not acting too much like a Cancerian right now. But you're definitely ready for a new path. You're free, you're happy, you feel free. It's like you were in some kind of, I don't know, like a prison when it comes to this person. When you have Four of Wands here after this Fool card. So I was like, is this your new journey? And so I asked for a clarification, and I got 10 of Swords. Well, you got 10 of Swords. I know you probably can't see this, but I don't want to turn on the lights and all that. I like this vibe. I like this vibe. But anyway, Four of Wands, clarified by the 10 of Swords, the King of Cups, and the King of Torches, which is the King of Wands. So you could have options after this ending, after this change, this new path. You could definitely have options. Someone stable that's loving. This person might be a good parent or a good father figure. They may be a little rough looking for some of you. This is just some of you. Maybe not, they don't care too much about how they look, you know, like they're not like all dressed up with designer everything. They're just like a casual dresser for some of you. They're just comfortable. For some of you, they could have a beard. For some of you, they could be growing out a beard. Maybe, you know, like a rugged look a little bit. For some of you, even maybe a hippie type. Just like carefree looking. So you could have someone like that. And then for some of you, you could, or, you know, maybe you have that as an option. And then you also have another option. Someone that's passionate. Someone that is a take action type person. They could take a lot of action toward pursuing you. It could be like a relentless pursuit. They could be very sexual. You could have that kind of vibe with each other. Hold on, my alarm. Sorry about that. They could be attractive, or at least you find them attractive. Now, this other person, the stable father figure, possible father figure, maybe rugged looking, this person maybe doesn't seem too interested at first, but their feelings could be deep, and maybe they just control their feelings very well. And on the outside, it's like, oh, well, this person isn't even interested. I have this other person over here that's doing all this, but then this other person is just like so laid back, so passive. But once they realize that you are not like other people that they have dealt with, and you are actually worth them falling for, I mean, I know that sounds bad, but I mean, everybody has standards, especially when you know your worth. You're not going to just settle for anything. So they could be looking at it honestly, like, well, is this person worth, because maybe they know how they love deeply. So is this person worth me falling for? If once they figure out that you are, then they will fall. They could be very protective of you. They could guard you, even like a little possessive even. For some, it's two different people. One that has more, like I said, a passive, laid back approach to getting you, Um, and then there's another one that's all on you, but you know, they don't want anyone else to get you. It could be that. Or this could actually be two people in one. Maybe once they get to that point where they're like, okay, they're comfortable and all that, then they really express their feelings. They really show you their, express it physically. They're passionate. They're romantic. You will definitely be able to tell that they want long term with you, that they're feeling you. This is a brand new thing. You have 10 of Swords again. This is going to be a brand new thing. Now, for some, after something ends, this could be a career thing. It maybe has nothing to do with love. So maybe after a job ends or something ends, then maybe you will do something that's more your thing, something that you love and you're passionate over, and you may be very protective over it. So that's a side note. But anyway, this is a new something, whether it's a career or a business, a relationship. This is going to be brand new for you. And now you have the Star after that 10 of Swords. You have the Star here. So something could inspire you, or someone could inspire you, give you hope again. Then you have 10 of Pentacles. Wow. So this could either be something that you do make money from, or it could be someone that, a person, someone maybe that you could marry into a wealthy family, a wealthy person. You could obtain some type of property, some type of money. Maybe you both could, get together. If it's a person, you get together and you make money together. But definitely moving forward, you're definitely moving toward a romance, whether it be like a person, or it's like you're just in love with what you're doing to get money. For some of you, you may actually physically move to a person or a place, somewhere, or someone, with someone that's peaceful, someone that's healing. And this is movement. Look at that movement. 6 of Swords, 6 of Wands. This is a reward for you. Either this person is a reward, this new life is a reward, it's an achievement, it's after everything that you've been through. Now, like I said, 8 of Wands. This could be travel. This could be moving. This is going to, like, I don't want to say jumpstart your life, as if your life isn't doing anything now, but this could basically be like create some type of momentum. Now, you could travel for business or pleasure, or both. Maybe you'll meet someone while you're traveling for business. This could have to do with your fairy tale romance. I got fairy tale romance. Now, when I was getting these messages, the deck that I was holding fell. It fell. And as I was putting the cards back together, I got that you are 7 of Torches, which is 7 of Wands. You are saying no to 6 of Cups, to the past. You're saying no to a relationship renewal with someone. You're saying no to a past person. They are blocked, possibly, for some of you, or you're just blocking your energy with this 2 of Swords from someone or something that was toxic, a way of thinking, even habits, addictions. You're saying no to it, and that started the wheel turning in your favor. Now your intuition could have heightened. Or for some of you, you're just saying less. So, like, you're meeting people, possibly just it went from your phone was dry as I don't know what to all of a sudden now your phone is on fire. You've been meeting people, and maybe with this high priestess, you're letting them, you're like in a receiving energy, like, okay, hi, nice to meet you. That's great. Uh-huh. So tell me about you. And let them, you're letting them talk for, just to see what they say. For some of you, people are just so drawn to you and your energy, and they're so, I don't want to say thirsty, but they're kind of thirsty. So it's kind of like, like when you meet your crush, and or you talk to someone that you really find attractive or whatever, and you're just like saying everything, and then later on you cringe, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I said all that. Why was I saying all that stuff? It could be that, where they're just like tripping over their words, they're just saying everything, they're telling you their life story, and you're in high priestess vibe, like, okay, yeah, and they're just telling you everything. And for some of them, they do end up putting their foot in their mouth, but you let them, and you don't say as much. You're just like, yeah, tell me more. Could be that. But the universe card, which is the world card, you have completed that cycle from before, definitely. You're just like looking at people like, okay, I know this looks familiar. If you look toxic, you act toxic, then you must be toxic. So you're blocking your energy, and your intuition is on point. You're like able to see people. It's kind of like you have superpowers. You're just seeing right through everyone. It could be that. But anyway, yeah, you could be taking notes on people. You could just be like, yeah, okay, because maybe you've passed all your tests with this world card, so you're kind of like, all right, oh yeah, I remember this when I was studying, I remember this, okay. I knew this was going to be on the test, okay, I got it. It could be that. And justice card, now you're receiving what's due to you. I don't know if it's karma or dharma. I'm not sure. I think dharma is the good karma. I don't know. Look it up if you want. Okay, now I did ask for a timing. So, because I know you probably are hearing this on other channels, and you're like, okay, great, I'm getting someone new. When? But that's hard to answer, because especially with that Wheel of Fortune card, you never know. We're all in different places, so it's kind of like you can't give everyone an answer individually. There's going to be some of you that's ready, and some of you that haven't done like the final exam yet. Some of you keep retesting. I don't know how to say it. But anyway, with the timing cards, I got Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and then the Chariot. So, pentacles, that can be what, months, years? Maybe for some of you it could be that amount of time. But I'm looking at it more because the Chariot is kind of fast. I'm looking at this more like, for some of you, yes, it could take a long time. But for some of you, it's when you get into a specific energy. When you get into this Queen of Pentacles energy. So you're grounded. You're stable. You're enjoying your life. Eight of Pentacles. You're working on something. You're really focused on everything besides when is this fairy tale going to happen. You maybe in the past could have been like that, but now you're like, well, you know what, look, I got other things to do. And maybe that's why all these people are being drawn to you, because you're not even thinking about, you're just like, hey, if it happens, it happens. And that is very sexy. So yeah, you know, for some of you it could be a long time, but for some of you, when you get into a specific energy of I just don't care, I'm good, that's when it's gonna happen. And it could happen quickly after that, where you're just like, one day you're single, and then next week maybe it's like, well, maybe I'm not so single. But I kept going. So Two of Torches, which is Two of Wands, the Hanged One, Hanged Man, Eight of Torches, which is Eight of Wands. So for some of you, it will take time. Like I said, for some of you, it will go quickly. You will surrender to it, and then it will go quickly, where you meet this person, or you're with someone, you have a connection. So either way, I'm not sure which group you're in. Some of you, you're still healing and you're still seeking divine answers. You have this Hermit card. For some of you, you are in hermit mode still. You could be in hermit mode. Like, I'm just focused on my work. I'm not really caring. So you're in that energy. And for some of you, this is saying, okay, you've been in that energy. Now it's time to Queen of Wands. Now it's time to put yourself out there. It's time to show off a little bit. It's time to really broadcast yourself. And that's when you'll have this Ace of Cups, this new beginning in love. So that could be a message for some of you that are in hermit mode. And there's nothing wrong with hermit mode, but we are meant to have experiences in life. So, you know, just keep that in mind. You will be strongly urged to get out of hermit mode and see what's out there, or let others see you. All right, let's see. Was there anything else? There's a whole pile here. What is that for? Let me see. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I put sheltering yourself. You could be literally hermit crab, sheltering yourself. Once you put yourself out there, people will see you and fall in love with you. You'll have that love. For some of you, someone wants you to give to a situation. It could be this person we were talking about earlier. They want you to give to a situation. Yeah, okay, that's what this pile is here for. They want you to give to a situation, Six of Pentacles. But as I was looking at this card, it's like they want you to give. This card is about giving and receiving. But, I mean, sometimes I will look at it like give and take, like balanced. But in this card, it doesn't look so balanced to me. It just looks like you're the one giving and giving and giving, because they don't have it to give. So yeah, someone could want you to give to a situation, and they want to just receive. And either they act like they don't have it to give, or maybe they actually don't have it to give to you. So it's unrequited. But you will see that and you will act accordingly. And then someone will come around that has this more to give. This plus more. They will have it. This King of Pentacles. And you know what? Honestly, you both have it. You both have that. You both have the basics plus more to give. And so that's why it's going to be a balanced, equal situation of give and take. And you will let go. You will wake up to the fact that, look, I've been shorting myself. You will have this love, this equal balanced love with this Two of Cups, and then the Star card. This could possibly be a very strong soul tie. Like, I don't want to say soulmate, but it could be a very strong soul tie. It's going to be balanced. It's going to be your light at the end of the tunnel after everything that you've been through. Now, and look, the Lover's card right after that. Could be a soulmate. And Four of Wands again. That's like the marriage card. This is a fairy tale that I was talking about. This is your fairy tale. Now, like I said, as far as timing, it could be months, it could be years. For some, when you get into a certain energy, that's when all of this will happen. Okay. So I think that's it here. Yeah, I think that's it. So hopefully this helped. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully it helped. And I'll see you later.